What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition. Okay, so I realized that there's something that Patch has sold that I completely forgot to mention and bring up that's actually pretty important and awesome, especially if you're struggling against Margit. I also didn't talk to this guy earlier, if I remember correctly. He's going to talk about Fort Haight over there, so we're going to do that. And let's take a look at what he says. The demi-humans wax wroth, now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The night bedeviled by blood. Oh, actually, before Haight, I'm going to start the Kenneth quest line. Not that it matters which way you do it, but I'm going to go up that way. So let's cut the patches first. Let's do that so I can show that. And then we're going to go up this way to go see Kenneth, because he's going to talk about Fort Haight's problems a little bit. As we're going on to Mirkwood, to this cave, Lexantine's show asks, so small question, do you have any plan for what build equipment you're going for? I'm probably going to do a Guts build, I think, so like Ultra Greatsword. If that's not fun to watch, then maybe I'll switch it up. You can also change it. I'm going to not hit it this time. How about that? So, yeah, like I said, if that's not fun to watch, then we can always change it up. And great, now I ended up hitting it anyways. Yeah, I was doing so good, guys. I was doing so good for a moment. I mean, not that it matters, because I'm going to warp away in a moment, but I just didn't want to have to fight as many of these guys. Come on! Come on! We just gotta go talk to Patches. Yo. Yo, Patches. Yo, Patches. Okay.
Oh, you had
Oh.
proper scared, puffing away in a flash like that. Well, maybe it's a sign to keep your mitts off what's not rightly yours, hmm? But I'll forgive you. View it as a learning experience. At any rate, it's just nice to see you safe. Oh, don't miss all the bargains here at Patch's Emporium.
New stuff to say. Oh, he gives you calm down for that. I didn't realize that.
Cheers for that. Forgot something on you? No.
Alright, so that's all he's got for us, I think. But he sells Margit's Shackle. Briefly binds Margit once imprisoned to Earth. Margit's the first boss you're going to find at Stormvale. A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the cursed people called the Omen. And these ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain vestiges of power, enough to trap the once-bound Margit on Earth, if only for a short time. So yeah, there are people who really dislike the omens, as they're called, clearly, and that is basically a race, and that's what Margit is. And yeah, this will help for Margit a lot if you're struggling. Basically, I don't know if it's infinite uses, but I know you at least get like a few uses out of it. Because I tried it. There is another Omen boss fight later on, and I tried it on that Omen boss fight just to see, and it worked sometimes and sometimes it didn't. I'm not sure exactly what governed if it was going to work or not, to be honest. But hey, sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. I'm actually tempted to make it daytime. Just actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's see if I can buy something from her to make her talk more. Yeah, I can. Great. Okay.
You wish to continue very well.
Oh, maybe you have to buy more things from her. Damn it! I just wasted some runes. Oh well, whatever. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, let's actually take a look at it anyways, because it might have some lore on it. The most basic glintstone sorcery of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Or Raya Lucaria, excuse me. The glintstone serves as a conduit, launching magical projectiles at foes. This is a universal first step on the journey to true knowledge of sorcery. So, glintstone and the stars and all of that are essentially, I believe, if I remember correctly, where a lot of this stuff comes from. A lot of the sorceries and spells come from is essentially like the stars and meteorites and things like that. So, I think there might be another thing they can come from too, but I don't want to get too much into that yet. Let's see, I think this is going to be our path. So it's nighttime, so I guess we'll see if another random boss pops up. I actually don't know that. Oh, another nice thing, actually, about the route that I'm taking is we can go to the Artist Shack and find our first painting, so that's pretty nice. Let's stun lock him before he can hit me off his horse. Or my horse, excuse me. All right, so down there is where we want to go, but first we're going to take a detour up here for the Artist Shack, which I think you should be able to see in just a moment. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm actually starting to have this map memorized. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, that I'm starting to, like, know it that well. Just certain areas, though, so... And I think it's specifically Limgrave that I've really got down like this. Whereas, like, Liurnia I kind of know because it's a little more basic in a way, and Caelid, I guess, but, like, Alice... I mean, it's just more just remembering it for specific things, I guess you could say. So, alright, this is our first painting, the Homing Instinct painting, and really what we're going to try to do is find where the painting was painted. So, let's take a look at the Homing Instinct painting. Work of a wandering artist, reminiscence of a painting titled Homing Instinct. This painter is said to have captured the landscapes seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. So basically just what I said. Nothing really else to it. We could head up. Actually, I think if we head up further, that's going to be Alexander's around there, I think. I don't remember what's up there, actually. Oh well, we'll do it later. We got paths to do. We got paths to go on. Let's get another tiny golden rune. Tiny, tiny golden rune. Oh, I almost thought I was gonna get fall damage there. I guess not. Alright, so this area right there is where I'm going to. That's gonna bring us to our next NPC, which is who I'm looking for. At this little archway, basically, over there. You can actually see him up there right now. See that guy right there. Let me take out my binocs to give you a nice look at him. There he is. There he is. Okay.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight.
So.
Servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of a false. Oh, mercy. Grant me succor.
Okay, so the reason I came to him is the ghost that we were just talking to, I guess listening to, really, mentioned Kenneth. So that's why I was like, oh, you know what, let's go talk to him here. You don't have to talk to him first for his quest line, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Oh, grant me succor. Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished.
Excuse me?
Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Haight. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, the Untarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
Actually, I did this way higher level, so I don't know how difficult it's going to be at this level. Oh, I was trying to put away my torches.
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Haight is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes, now allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey. last of the golden lineage. Though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it.
It's funny how much people absolutely hate Godric.
What are you waiting for? My
Yeah,
food?
people hate Godric in this game. Like, everybody. Universally, everybody hates Godric. But the thing that you said there was interesting, the Tarnished Hunt for grafting, was the other interesting thing that he talked about there. So, I've never gotten that dialogue before. That was interesting to me, because last time I talked to him, I'd already finished the quest. So he didn't give me the advice to avoid Godric's hunt. I knew that Godric was trying to graft people. Like, that's kind of his thing, is grafting Tarnished. But, yeah, I didn't realize that one part, so that's interesting. Or they had that dialogue, I mean. But it matches up with everything that you hear about Godric in general, which is, again, people in general do not like him. Yeah, they think he sucks. They think he's bad at what he does, and I guess a coward too, at least to Kenneth. Not that Kenneth has any reason to talk, being that he's standing asking for help taking back his fort, but you know, it's kind of ironic. Alright, here's where we find the Flask of Wondrous Physic, and also a Crimson Crystal Tear, and on top of that, our first Sacred Tear. So the Sacred Tear is what's going to allow us to upgrade our flask. So if I go to my flask here, it increases the amount replenished by flasks now. And yeah, again, I haven't found another golden seed, but that's really useful. Oh, the other thing that we're going to want to do is add a mixture to our Wondrous Physic, because right now there's nothing in it. So for now, I'm going to go with half HP, and since I rarely use charge attacks, let's use boosting my stamina. And yeah, I'm going to throw that on and switch up the order to what I typically use for my fast. Oh, actually, I like this order for my fast selection. This is what I've gotten used to. Sometimes I play a HUDless now, and I'm trying to get more used to it. I want to do a full HUDless playthrough for multiple reasons, partially just because I'd like to get footage of all the game with no HUD, because I can't figure out a way to turn off the compass for the auto like this, where this is like the auto HUD mode, which I like, but the compass is still there, and I honestly pretty much never use the compass. I mean, it's definitely good that it's there, but I like never use it. Oh, so this thing's going to lead you to a special area, basically. I've already found it, which is why it's lit up and nothing's happening, but if you click it and you haven't found what it's referring to, I think he might lead me to the Mistwood runes, possibly, or I don't know, actually. Maybe he leads you to the other thing that's here that I was going to do later, but basically, yeah, all that does is lead you down a path where you're going to follow a guy to take you to another dungeon. So it's really just another dungeon finder for you. Nice thing about where we're going right now is there's going to be another golden seed up here at Fort Haight. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that. Another thing to mention too is I've been getting a lot further in the main game, or I keep on slowly getting further, I guess I could say. Not necessarily a lot further, but a lot of really crazy cool stuff's been happening for where I'm at right now. So hopefully that'll help out too with stuff I can talk about here and my overall understanding, because I'm really going to start breaking down the lore as soon as I get the chance to. It's just there's so much to dig into, and I'm making so many videos for GameSpot too, so it's like I haven't had a chance to... I basically, what I like to do is I write down all the item descriptions and start mixing all the ones with certain characters and how it relates and stuff like that, so I can start getting a feel for it that way, as opposed to just kind of like offhand it being like, oh yeah, I think I remember that character's name, because honestly, I'm terrible with names, and not in games either. In games, I'm not great with names either, so doesn't matter. There's another golden seed, of course, here at Fort Haight, and here, if we want, we can use Torrent to help us fight Pumpkinhead. I don't know if Torrent's really great for Pumpkinhead, but I guess we'll see. I guess it depends on the Pumpkinhead, because there's different weapons that he can wield, or different types of fights that he'll have. Alright, let's look at the Sanctuary Stone that we just got, because we just got it, so why not? I believe it's a crafting material. A rare piece of stone fragment found near places where runes have fallen from the sky. Huh. It feeds and strengthens the light as it shines. That's actually might be a clue, in a way, that runes fall from the sky there. Or ruins. Is this runes or ruins? Ruins, okay. I pronounce them the same way. Yeah, so. Oh, Trina's Lily, I think, is supposed to be like a good rare one, but symbol of faith in Saint Trina. Doles and senses preventing agitation. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not realize that there was a rat coming at me. Alright, let's go in the castle. Let's go in Fort Haight. Enough. Enough. Fort Haight time. And this little marker will automatically make you jump off of your steed. You know what? Oh. Looks like a giant dead... Is it a troll? I should not have been doing that. I should have been paying more attention. Blood Rose. Oh, no, 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 no. Why was he targeting that guy? I don't know. Thank you, Kita. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, okay. Oh, I don't know how I'm alive, but I will take it. Thank you, bigger heal. Yeah, I didn't realize there were going to be so many damn rats right away. I'm going to go ahead and run up first just to take out some of these guys who are trying to throw fire bombs at me. Yeah, and let's take out this guy too. I think when it makes that special thing that it does when he dies, it just means you're getting a good drop from him. Oh, come on. More rats. Rats. Alright, you know what? I'm up here. We'll take care of this knight guy. And I think killing this guy is actually what makes it so the castle is won, essentially. So that's going to be our goal. But, well, he fell down somewhere. That's not good. Because there's a bunch of flamethrower guys there that I don't want to deal with. Well, for the time being, let's take out the ballista. And I think that's everything up top, other than obviously that gate, but I'm going to go there later. Okay. Where did he go? Where is he? Yeah, all these are basically traps for if you're run here and the guys are still tossing stuff down at you. Weathered greatsword for that, or this guy, I guess. Oh, he's there. Why'd you go in there? Why'd you run inside here? Just trying to throw me off, eh? You know what? Let's try an R2. I want to see how it does against him. Actually, he's doing a heavy attack, so I'm just gonna play it safe and smart. Oh, that was pretty easy. Ash of War, Bloody Slash. All right, let's look at everything we got so far. Ash of War, Bloody Slash. This Ash of War grants an armament the Bloody Affinity and the following skill. Bloody Slash, Blood Oath skill granted by the Lord of Blood. Again, Lord of Blood. Okay. Next up, and it's just talking about the skill. Next up, we got a weapon, so let's look at the Weathered Straight-Sword. Though the Erd Tree styling is still visible, time has not been kind of the sword, now merely a shadow of its former self. So, again, not really much there. What do we get here? Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. Anything interesting on this one? A record of crafting techniques left by our roaming nomad warriors. Contains knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Okay. So, not too much. Oh man, it feels so cold. Just playing this game feels cold right now. I can kind of like feel the rain, empathetically in a way. At this point, I have a couple options. I can go south to the Weeping Peninsula, which I might do for a little bit. Or I could head towards the Stormhill Shack. And then like go into Stormvale Castle. It might be more interesting to watch me try to take on Stormvale Castle at a lower level, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of Weeping Peninsula first just to show it off and come back to Weeping Peninsula later I think. Okay, so important thing to get here is the Deckness Medallion, and I've actually been thinking about ways to do speedruns for this game, and I'm not sure, I want to test it out, but the Deckness Medallion would potentially be a way to do a speedrun for this game. So, the Deckness Medallion... because basically if you get a couple Deckness Medallions, it allows you to skip a boss fight later on. And like a big run-up. So I think like the Deckness Medallion honestly is going to be what speedrunners are going to be using. So let's take a look at it in key items. Left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd Tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Atlas Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Haight and the Dragon Barrow far to the east. So the nice thing is they do give you a heads up on where the other half is if you want to find it. So that's pretty useful. The other thing about it is that basically it's something that we can't use yet, but far to the east is going to be past Caelid over there, and then Liurnia is all the way up there. So a lot of stuff that we don't even remotely have on our map yet for where the Lifted Dectus is. And right now I'm basically going this way just to continue on the quest line that we were doing with Kenneth. So I'm going to have to meet back up with him. It is a little more extra time that I did it this way as opposed to, you know, just taking care of it first. But I'm glad I did because we got that extra dialogue from him, so that's nice. But everybody's absolute hated character. Absolute hated. I'm realizing right now, too, that hopefully my TV isn't too loud, so I'm going to turn it down. Guess what? I did it.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Erdsteel Dagger. Ooh. Let's look at it. This probably actually is expensive, so I guess he's not like a total crapola for doing that. An Erdsteel Dagger with a grass crest engraven upon its blade, carried by the Erdtree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. And you can see that down there. I don't have the faith requirement for it. That's actually a decent gift.
Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Erdtree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Haight, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erdtree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erdtree blessed.
Yeah, I don't know how to finish this storyline, by the way. I don't know if it matters what you choose or not there.
Right then. Time for me. I've much to do.
Yeah, establishing communication with the demi-humans. Great idea. Those are the demi-humans who were the ones that we found in the coastal cave who were herding our bro Bach. So, okay. All right, Kenneth. Good luck with that. I'm cheering for you. I'm going to root you on. All right, so let's go ahead and see how he's doing. Speaking of which, with his demi-human escapade, because he said he was going to hold like a knighthood ceremony for us, right? So let's go get knighted by Kenneth. Also, I forgot to see, I still don't have enough to level up, I don't think, so nothing there to think about, I guess. All right, I'm ready for Fort Haight to be awesome thanks to Kenneth, so let's see how he did. Hey, I'm a friend of Kenneth. What the I'm a friend of Kenneth. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I said I'm a friend of Kenneth. You don't need to attack me, okay? Kenneth is my bro. Man, this is not what I was expecting. I thought I was gonna get a hero's welcome here. So shocking. Such a shocking turn of events. I don't think there's any new items with the demi-humans here, if I remember correctly. I think it's more just like a continuation of the storyline. I think that's about it. Oh, man. What were you thinking, Kenneth? You bumbling fool. I guess things might have been different in the past form. Like, there used to be a time when demi-humans were cool with humans, but... not anytime recently. Also, I forgot to check this area. I'm sorry, earlier. Sorry for all of you who were possibly screaming at me. Don't worry, I got the smithing stone. It's all good. I don't think there's a way to jump over there, but I do see it. Yeah, well. Alright. Kenneth, yo.
Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort? Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found, with haste. And not that awful Godric, but a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Haight issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I must begin my sort of true...
No, party canceled. So anyways, that's where I'm at so far with this quest line in my main game. Yeah, so there you go. Oh, yeah, maybe I can level up now, but we're also I keep on forgetting to add the golden seed to my flasks, so let's go ahead and do that before I forget again. And need 2 now, so now we need 2 golden seeds. I know where they are, but yeah, I still can't level up. Aw, man, I'm so over leveled for this area. That's fair, though. That's fair. We're gonna head this way now and start going to southern Limgrave to the Weeping Peninsula. Now that we've seen Mistwood, and there are some interesting things here to find, I feel like, and obviously the most interesting thing I have not done yet, but I'll go to that later, just because I don't want to ruin it like so early on, basically. That's honestly why. It's mainly just because I don't want to ruin it so early in a playthrough when the game just came out. So I like people to discover it for themselves. And I'm still kind of being pretty cautious of spoilers. Some of these graveyards actually do have good things in them. I mean, not that these were bad things. Obviously, Golden Rune 4 is pretty good, but I mean stuff that you're going to be like, oh, I actually really want that. So I'm going this way because my goal is to go onto this little fort area here, and I want to see if this will give me a quick path up, because I think I remember there being like there's the way down, but I'm pretty sure there is a way around here to leap up or get up. So I could have done the other warp, but I just wanted to check this out just for my own sake, because I'm curious. Yeah, okay, so this is going to take us to that bridge right there. That bridge has a stone sword key on it, by the way. So that's going to be something that's worth noting. Other thing is, where I'm going to go first is up here, because there's a little mini fort, and we can get some items here. Items that I don't think I ever really use, but it's still interesting to take a look at them. Also, the other thing about coming up here first is that if you do attack the fort, these guys can be pretty annoying to deal with. These sorcery guys just keep on shooting at you while you're trying to attack the fort. So they're like the ranged guys for the fort. Wow, I was out of stamina for a little bit there. Didn't realize it for a moment. I was like, why am I pressing the button and nothing's happening? Oh, that makes sense. No? Yeah. Alright, great. Oh, did you drop something? Sick. Smithing stone. Nice, for when I switch weapons eventually. To my ultra great sword. Alright, we get the Royal House Scroll up here. So, this is going to be for learning more spells. So that actually is a good thing I came up here to show that off. Give to a learned sorcerer to acquire new sorceries. Can be given to a learned sorcerer to gain access to the following: Glint Blade Phalanx and Carrion Slicer. Sorcery Scroll of the Carrion Royal Family. The heads of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. I keep on saying it wrong. Because I know that one of it's A in that way, and I keep on reversing which way you're supposed to say the A. Ah, well. Oh, another thing, too, that's up here is you find Starlight Shards, specifically on these things, that you can find in high-up areas, typically, on cliff sides, which we're actually going to take a look at, because I think it actually has some interesting stuff on the item description. I thought it was something here. Where is the Starlight Shard? I don't think is it just a consumable? Oh yeah, so the glintstone scraps are worth mentioning. Piece of glintstone tinged with unstable magic, found in crystal tunnels. Poor quality and thereby easily broken. A sorcerer wouldn't give it a second look, and same with these. But the fact that the glintstones that are found in crystal tunnels, right? That's what seems to be assigned with sorcery as well. I was gonna see if that had anything interesting. Okay, where is the shard I got? There it is. Okay, so Starlight Shard. An ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale blue glow, what remains of a passing flash of starlight. Gradually recovers your FP. A prize item that was once used in the Eternal City as an ingredient in intoxicating draughts. So what is the Eternal City, huh? That's an interesting thought there. What is the Eternal City? Because that is something that we're going to find out more on. More on that later. Oh, no horn. No horn. Do not wake up the other guys here. Granted, they seem to know I'm here, so... I guess it's specifically the guy on the horse who hasn't figured it out yet. And yeah, like I said, those guys who were up there would have been constantly shooting stuff at me if I hadn't taken them out. Other thing is, let's see what that is. Roa fruit. There is another interesting thing I thought you found up here, unless it was... Ooh, brass shield. Nice. I'll take a look at that a little later. I like that that lookout's still looking out the wrong way. Alright, brass shield. On the larger side for a medium-sized shield, the face has been covered in brass, commonly employed in the shattering. Okay. And actually there's no skill equipped to it, so you can't even parry with it. Nope. Get me away. Get me away. These are the guys. There we go. Got one of them. The main one who I wanted to take out, so that's nice. Oh, God. Let's play it safe. Cool. Hey, I got enough for level up now. Nice. And enough to open up this chest. Great epee. So let's take a look at that one now. Great epee. Like its smaller counterparts, it is made for thrusting attacks and can be used while guarding with a shield. So that's, I think, more of a dex weapon, strength dex. But the fact that it's great, I guess, makes it a quality weapon, now that I think about it. Alright. Cool. I think that's everything in this spot here. So, like I said, I think it is worth looking into some of these little forts. And by some of them, I mean all of them, especially if you're a completionist like me. Because they actually all do hold interesting stuff, and sometimes it's lore related too, where you'll find it and be like, oh, that actually has some interesting lore tied to it. Sometimes it is just a decent weapon that, who knows, depends on what type of build you have that you might actually want. I mean, where you find the Ultra Greatsword, which is what I've been having a lot of fun with, is just in like a random chest. So it's like, you never know, and that's part of what makes the exploration of this game fun, in my opinion, that I like about it, is that you're always finding some sort of item, and a lot of times there is some sort of lore attached to it, so that's pretty cool. Or at least it's a unique item that you're finding. Even if you don't use it, some build probably will. Somebody will, so it's just cool to be like, oh yeah, this is where you find this thing that I might actually want to use at some point. I'll let the ballista do one more shot, and then we're gonna run in. I like that they're still shooting the ballista when they can't get me with it yet. You can actually break these things too. So you don't need to do this. I'm just kind of in the zone of killing everything, so might as well. Smithing stone 1 there. Okay. War pick from this guy. Nice. Let's take a look at that. We're getting a decent amount of drops. Warhammer with a hard protruding beak. A simple but highly effective weapon. The weighty piercing attack casually rips through metal armor. And I don't think I looked at Pickaxe. Large Pickaxe. Designed to crack thick bedrock. Tool of sturdy miners. Not originally designed as a weapon, but very adept at piercing armor. Little wretches, do you think your armor harder than stone? Or do you think your armor harder than stone? There's the stone sword key I mentioned. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and skip talking to the girl right there because I know when you start her quest line that way, it's not good. So I know talking to her, at least as far as I know first, she'll end up dying eventually, as far as I'm aware. The only way I know with it, so that's why I'm going to hold off for now. Great. Great. Really raising up my stats there. Is there anything else I wanted to check? I don't think I have any Ashes of War that will change this. Standard and heavy. Wait, I have it heavy. Oh, nice. I forgot that I switched it to heavy. Okay. I forgot about that. That's good. So, yeah, we're going to skip her for now. I always say yes to carrying her letter. Maybe if you say no, she doesn't die. Maybe that's the way to do it. I just don't know. And it's something that I have to test out. Because I don't know the answer. Okay, so these are the real demi-humans are here that really can cause problems. At least, like, this spot, they're not so bad. But, yeah, they do, when they gang up on you, they can be rough. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And I'm dead. Of course, right when I say they're not bad. I blame it on the wolf, though. Definitely a wolf boy there. Spooky Skeleton asked me, what do you think about the shitty optimization? And I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no clue. And honestly, I probably don't care. I really don't care. I think it's a good game, so if it's a graphical thing, I don't care. I think the game looks fine and handles fine. So, I don't understand, personally, at this stage and how amazing graphics are in games, that people still complain about that stuff. It blows my mind. It really does. So I'm sorry, I really do not care. All the people complain about the graphics I've seen about this game, I don't get it at all, and I think it's insane, especially when you have a game that has really good gameplay that looks like this. It's like, I don't get how you can complain. I really don't, so I'm sorry I can't relate to you. Morningstar, which we'll take a look at in a moment. And this isn't me fanboying either, by the way. This is true of like a lot of games. Like, my favorite game of the year last year was Psychonauts 2. And I wouldn't say that game looks incredible. You know, it looks nice, but it's not like insane how it looks. So, yeah, I don't get it. Alright, let's see which weapon that I got here. I didn't look at Morningstar before. Warhammer comprised of a globe attached to a handle. Again, nothing really there with that one. The flail. Blows from this weapon cannot be parried. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, we're already getting so many different types of weapons. It's pretty crazy how much variety is in this game. And even like outside of weapon types too, there's so many like special weapons too in this game that I haven't even used. I've gotten a lot of them and I'm just like, man, I haven't used any of this. It's crazy. Let's use my wondrous physic, shall we? Also, I'm gonna attack this guy off of the horse. I feel like I do better against the trolls off of my horse because I can dodge roll. And I can time it out a little better. Nice start on him because he was not paying attention. Yeah, he just pulled out his sword there. I was like, I think that's a pulling out his sword maneuver. Nice. Didn't even give him a chance. You don't get a chance, troll. Literal troll. Not like you're trolling me, but you're a literal troll. And I don't think there's anything up top, actually, on that. Oh, ooh, but there's an Ash of War right here, so let's get that. Yeah, this game's so giant. I feel like there isn't a lot of times going to be as much for me to talk about, just due to the enormity of the game. Mighty shots. Archery skill performed from an oblique stance, ready the bow, then pull the bowstring to its limits to enhance the power of the shot. I guess I could just might as well equip this to my arrow that I've got, or bow I mean, that I purchased. It's like, why not? But yeah, I think it's just going to be rune fragments on top of here, if I'm not mistaken. Which, again, I don't craft that much, so I just don't know what it's gonna do. Well, I guess it's here, so it's not even for crafting. Stone fragment found near places where runes have fallen from the sky. These shards of stone are believed to have once been part of a temple in the sky, which is sick. They glow with a faint light from within. Can be used for crafting or simply throwing at enemies. Oh, that's why it's here, because you can throw it at enemies too. Temple in the sky, eh? And then also the fact that like starlight and stuff like that is magic attributed, so a lot of things with the sky here. That's going to be your path to this section, which you can't see because I haven't gotten the map yet, but that's where Minor Erd Tree is. And up there is some cool little mini dungeon stuff there. Like there's a dungeon along there. Don't believe I can level up yet. No. And I'm kind of torn if I want to go to that mini dungeon first, because I'm kind of just close by it.
Buying or selling?
Purchase. What you got? Iron helmets. Okay. Don't care about that. He has a stone sword key. See, I think Patch sells this for 5,000. He sells one for 2,000. I don't feel like I need one yet, so I'm not going to buy it. Other thing he does sell is the Crimson Amber Medallion, so if you didn't get this at the beginning of the game, you can get it here. Third tree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. Godfrey was only the first Elden Lord, which I find interesting. Yeah, so, you know, actually, I think I'm going to do that side dungeon first, just because we're right next to it, so why not? And then I'll come back for the castle here. But I want to get the map fragments at least. So let's do that. And there's also a golden seed over here. Oh god, I thought that was about to hit me. First I'll get the golden seed. I kind of want to take that guy out, actually. Just because it'll give me enough to get a level up. So, kind of like, why not? And I know there's actually, right past him, there's a Shrine of Grace right away. So I don't feel like I'm wasting my time by doing it. Also, these guys are really easy. These guys are super simple. Oh no, am I too close? So their weakness is pretty clear. They're on their leg. I don't know why he starts with lowered health, but I guess he did, so, you know, that's okay. So now I only have one golden seed. Oh, we can also look at some lore too, so might as well do that before I hop inside. I tried walking along the side of the castle, and to the left there, which I'll show you in a second, there's like this poisonous area, and I didn't find anything, so maybe I just missed it. The Siege of Castle Morn, which is where we're at right now, that's Castle Morn. A lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to fall at the hand of Lord Godfrey. So why is a lone hero fighting Lord Godfrey, who we've been hearing like nothing but great stuff about, right? And he's considered a hero. So I guess for a while these guys were holding out against Godfrey, is what that makes it sound like. I don't remember if there's anything in here. No, I guess not. Also, I've already checked for illusory walls there. There are illusory walls in this game, just not that particular. spots. And also, there aren't very many illusory walls. It's not like all over the place. You will find them, but they're kind of scattered in a way. Hey, all right, now it gave us a little more of a boost, 2 up for my armament. But we're gonna go back here. I will come back to Castle Morn for sure. I don't know if this episode we're gonna get around to it. That might end up being next episode's thing. Because right now we are going to go up here. Onto the cliff top, and you know what, I guess since I'm here, I guess I'll take on this part first before going further down as we're at this rise. So this is a puzzle for Ordis's Rise, and the thing that you get for doing most of these is going to be if I go to my I guess I can only do this in when I'm resting at a Shrine of Grace. But basically, you get an item that increases the amount of spells that you can have equipped. Seek 3 wise beasts. At least that's my understanding. Okay, so what are the wise beasts? Why, it is turtles. And there's, like, other items that you can find that refer to turtles as wise. So I just don't think I've gotten one yet. I don't think I have any pickled turtle meat or anything like that. Because I haven't killed any turtles yet, so... it might there, but there are other things you'll get that refer to turtles as wise. Alright, the next one is a hidden one, but you can find him by looking at the water and looking for footsteps in the water. I didn't know that there was a wolf here. I wasn't on the lookout. I wasn't on the guard for it. I usually use my physic first just because it... Hold on. There he is. See, so you can use the water for it. But I usually use my physic first, specifically because right now it heals me for half of my health, so my Crimson Flask is going to heal me for more. The other turtle is going to be a little further away, but I can't remember exactly where he was. I just remember he was further away than you might expect, where he's hanging out. Was he up here? No, I guess not. Also, I don't know if I've ever been on top of this thing, to be honest. It's probably something I should look into at some point and check how to get up here. Alright, whatever. Let's look for our other turtle. I haven't checked this other side yet, so he's probably on this other side. But I guess we shall see. Oh, another Starlight Shard. Nice. I never use them, but still, nice. Yeah, there's always like one turtle that's hard to find, always. Although I feel like the one that's supposed to be hard to find with this specific one was the walking turtle. It's just also the fact that there's another turtle that's a lot further away than you would expect, and I think that's the one that I'm looking for right now. Is further away. I don't remember just how far away. I don't think he was, like, so far away. Good thing I killed their leader. So I don't have to worry about the big one coming out all of a sudden. Okay, I swear to God. Where is it? You know, honestly, part of the reason I went here first was I was like, oh, yeah, I can find this quickly. This won't be too long. Yeah, it'd be nice if I had more lore to talk about, but I feel like I'm still figuring it out, honestly, and we're still, like, early in on the game. Okay, down there is an enemy who I think permadies, and oh my god, I don't think I've ever gotten this Shrine of Grace. I don't think I've ever gotten this Shrine of Grace. I cannot believe it. Okay, I gotta, like, come back here on my main game just to get the Shrine of Grace. I can't believe I never noticed that if I didn't get it. That's ridiculous. Okay, I know it's for certain that it is not all the way back there. I think it's on the right side. And just, again, somewhere further away. Either that... No, wait. He was in the grass somewhere. I remember that now. He's kind of, like, hidden in the grass. So he's just harder to see. So I think he's actually over here. There it is. Alright, I got him. Wow, that took a little longer than I meant for it to, but that's okay. think there's anything special and unique here. But there's going to be more rises like this that do the same sort of thing, where there's a puzzle you have to solve. And not all of them are turtles, but at least as far as I'm aware. But there are a couple. All right, Memory Stone. That is what I wanted to mention. So, a black, lightly beguiling stone, prized by the sorcerers who produce them, increases your memory slots. Oh, you can see to my bottom right, the memory slots. And I think that has to do with what magic you can equip. Said to be a fragment of the Black Moon that once hung above the Eternal City. The Black Moon hung above the Eternal City, which is really interesting when you find out where the Eternal City is. That's very interesting stuff, actually. So I want to see something about magic, where, like, if it says something about the slots. Because I just never... Slots used 1. Okay, so I guess the more advanced magic's going to use more slots. So this is going to be able to help you equip more advanced magic if you're into that kind of build. Oh, you know what? I'm going to equip Warp here because I unlocked it. Behind the Crater... What was it called? Behind the Crater... Pocked Glade. Maybe I did find it, actually. I recognize that name. So, one of these guys right here, I believe is this one. When you kill him, he actually permanently dies. Oh, no, never mind. It's the big boy who just came in. So, I don't know much about him, though, or the crater-pocked area. Well, he does use gravity spells, which is interesting. Stop it with your gravity. Stop it. Yeah, this is definitely the low-level area. I think he stays permadead when you defeat him, so... just so you guys are aware. No. No! And there's also going to be a dungeon around here, so that's what I'm going to pop into next. And yeah, let me know if you guys want me to go to Stormvale before the castle and you'd rather watch that sort of thing, by the way. Because right now my idea is that I think I'm going to head into... basically what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Castle Moor next episode in the beginning and then do like the Erd Tree over here and a little bit of this stuff. And then I'm going to come and do Stormhill. That's what I'm thinking. But again, if that doesn't sound as interesting to you, I understand, and let me know. I also wanted to look at this because I forgot to. Map of the Weeping Peninsula. The peninsula to Engraved South is named for its unceasing rainfall, a redolent of lament. And yeah, I think that actually this is one of the few areas in the game where the weather cycle just stays the same. Regardless, it's always going to be raining in the Weeping Peninsula. So it's like Seattle, basically. The Impaler's Catacombs. Did I use anything? Nah, I don't need to rest. That's okay. I can't remember if this is one of the ones that had secrets, but I guess I'll find out quickly. No, oh god. Forgot about that guy. I think I remember who the boss is here. Yeah, actually the boss is pretty simple here. So, it's going to be another Erd Tree, or minor Erd Tree, or an Erd Tree Burial Watchdog. There are a bunch of them in the game, so you're going to start to see them more and more, but I honestly don't mind. There's just so many bosses in this game that it's to the point where I don't mind if they reuse them as long as they change them up a little bit, which they do. You know, you kind of just have to accept, I think, with a game of this size that there's going to be a little bit of reused assets. And it's honestly, it's not, they do at least change up the movesets and things like that, and the way that you have to approach some of the bosses when they do reuse them, so it's not like just the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you can tell by the items I'm getting here, like the level 1 stuff, that this is a low-level dungeon, just by that alone. I actually meant to put on my shield, but you know what, that's okay. Oh, hey, we got a number 2, though. Fort Hatchet, nice. We got their weapon. Let's take a look at it. Peculiar hatchet wielded by imps. The gently undulating forked blade is known as an imp tongue, or imp's tongue, and causes blood loss. I've noticed that, the blood loss. You can actually get their helmets and face masks as drops, and there's a few different ones that they might wear that you can get as drops, so that's pretty cool. Oh, the fun thing about this one, that's right, this is... This one actually had a puzzle that took me a while to figure out. I kept thinking I needed to hit the wall there, which is not correct. Something else I'm going to show is when you do mess this up, you know, I could get hit by it and it's not going to kill me. I'll just show it. Ah! Basically, that happens to you if you mess it up. So, yeah. The way that I finally realized it, because at first I thought this was death looking down. And I think I finally realized that I think I saw this glowing, and I was like, oh, there's a thing down here I can drop. But yeah, I was thinking at first maybe you had to drop down. Oh, this was the one that I saw, the glovewort. But I was just like, it looks like death. I don't want to try. It looks like death. And then it was not. These guys keep on coming back indefinitely, so there's really no reason to kill them. Also, that Fragment Pate thing, it has no lore on it, just like last time. But yeah, so they're just going to keep on coming back infinitely, so unless you just want to like grind here and farm for a very low amount of runes, yeah, there's no reason to deal with these guys, so it's kind of like just run through and grab what you need. Which is a whole lot of glovewort. Awesome. Awesome. Glovewort. Love it. Gotta have it. I think that's everything there. I really hope I didn't miss anything. I'm sorry if I did. Alright. Here's gonna open up the boss chamber. What is weirding me out is I haven't gotten an item yet in here, and usually you at least get like something. You usually get one item in a dungeon just from exploration. And then you'll get the boss item. So that is weirding me out a little bit. I mean, I've been getting a lot of glovewort, so I guess there's that. And what do you know? It pops us out right at the boss. How nice. I don't think this one has a Stake of America because it's close enough to the... Oh, crap. That's what makes this boss hard. I forgot about that. He has little buddies with him. He has damn imp bros. Jesus. Yeah, it's not that he's hard. It's specifically just, like, the gankiness of it. Oh. Okay, there's at least one down, and you gotta go. You gotta go. Thank you. I need to heal. I don't know where he's at. Okay. I was like, yeah, I didn't know where he was at. At least he doesn't hurt me too bad with that attack. Okay, I think the gank's over now. So we can focus on killing him. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe not now. Maybe I should heal first, and then we can go back to him. Bam, bam. Oh, look at that damage. Look at that nice damage. Now that the gank's over, this ain't so bad. Oh, except for when I am stupid and I miss my rolls. I can't believe I missed the roll on that. I've dealt with so many of these guys. Missing a roll is just, like, pretty embarrassing in a way. Okay, I can't hit him because I'm out of stamina. Okay, yeah, I knew he was gonna hit me there. That's okay. Because I was getting greedy. Ooh. Okay. I know you really wanted to get that attack in, but I really want to heal first. Normally I would have just gone for it, but yeah, I figured I should play it safer. 1, 2, and uh-oh. There we go. At first I realized I was out of stamina, so I was like, uh-oh. That could be really bad since I don't have any stamina for it. Bird Tree, Burial Watchdog, down. Demi-human ashes from him. So, yeah, that's it. That's it, we got some more ashes. Demi-human ashes. Spirits of demi-humans that are small in stature but have a violent, brutish disposition. Though they seem somewhat intelligent, when night falls, their blood boils and they become feral. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that they specifically became feral after night fell. I actually didn't know that, so that's fun. I feel like I know a lot more of the characters and things going on in the game now, so now when I read item descriptions again, it's kind of like, things kind of hit me differently. It's more interesting, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what they're talking about, and I know exactly what that means. So it's fun to reread the item descriptions for that reason. Okay, I could wrap it up right now, but I decided instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the minor Erd tree just to show that off, just because it's fun. Because I'm having fun, and you know, I know these beginning ones are longer, but this game is so massive, it kind of just makes sense, you know? I feel like 1 hour is always a good amount of time to have for a Let's Play, honestly. I am going to be skipping some stuff. There's a church up here that I'm skipping right now. There's a dungeon right there. There's also a dungeon and some runes there that I'm going to be skipping, because right now I'm just going straight to the minor Erd tree, just to show that. And oh yeah, there's also a tower right there that I'm going to be skipping. You know what? It's right there. I feel like I should do it. There's not really too much to it. It'll be real quick, so I take it back. I'm going to do it. Hey, I wanted that item. Excuse me, don't poison me, please. That was actually really close. That was really close. I almost got poisoned there. Alright. Let's go deal with this tower. The Forest Lookout Tower. And we'll go to the bottom afterwards, but first we're gonna deal with everything at the top. Yeah, actually, I do want to check in that one area I found, and people I noticed in the first episode, other people were asking what was found at the beginning area of the game that I haven't done yet, and I'm still curious about that too, so when I figure that out, I'll let you guys know. Alright, Hambalist. Oh, this is where you found it. I actually ended up using this because it's actually for strength builds. I ended up needing it for something that helped me out. So, an unconventional ballistic device modeled on a weapon used to besiege castles, only capable of firing great bolts. Perfect for reckless acts such as storming a castle or facing an entire army alone. But you need 30 strength for it, and 14 dex. I don't even have the dex requirements here. What is my dex at? 13? Yeah, so maybe I'll want to raise that up one eventually. I'm going to keep on going with strength, though, so I can use the greatsword and some endurance, because I'm not going to be using that item for a little bit that we just got. But yeah, that endurance will be nice and helpful. Or sorry, the endurance, yeah, endurance will be helpful because the greatsword is so heavy that you can't equip much when you have it on. Okay, I think that's really everything that's here at the watchtower, honestly. So, not really much else to find there as far as I'm aware. But hey, you know, I actually ended up using that item. It came in handy, and I didn't even remember where I got it, so you just never really know. Yeah, I guess this is daytime. These guys aren't doing anything. Huh. I didn't realize that would be why. Also, we're going to find a demi-human chief up here. I'm going the wrong way. We will go down there eventually, but up here. So, I do wonder also, because their leader's not there, and demi-humans also, once their leader dies, they just cower in fear, so maybe it also has to do with that. Which is a note that you could purchase from the guy that I was just talking to, that I didn't, which talks about demi-humans. You know, I'm pretty sure that's also demi-humans who are at Fort Morn, or Castle Morn, but yeah, I guess I'm not 100% on it. Okay, so see these guys who have trees growing off of them? So once you start seeing those guys, that's how you know you're close to a minor Erd tree. I don't think I've ever actually gotten a drop from them about that item that they have. Guardian Bracers, but now I do, so let's take a look. And if I have, I didn't realize it, so. Engraved golden bracers worn by the guardians of the minor Erd trees. In accordance with an ancient pact with the Erd tree, it is said that their deaths led not to destruction, but instead to renewed eternal life as guardians. So I guess these guys are undead, essentially, in a way. That's how I would take it. So they died, and now they've been reborn with these trees on them to forever guard the minor Erd trees. So that sounds awful. That sounds truly awful. Man, I don't know if I've ever explored down there, actually. So much in this game, it's crazy. Also, I think Melina will talk to us at this church and give us a little more information, so we're going to do that too. Another church here, which is nice. So this, again, we're going to get a sacred tier here. And these sacred tier will also, well, at, like pretty much churches. The mausoleum prowls, cradling the soulless demigod. The mausoleum is down that way, which... Cradling the soulless demigod. Oh, that's interesting that he says that. That makes a lot more sense to me now, actually. Because the demigods are like Godric, you know, like the major beings here. Yeah, so talk to Melina.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
Yeah.
In Marika's own words. Then, after thy death, I will give back what I once claimed. Return to the lands between. Wage war. And brandish the Elden Ring. Grow strong in the face of death. Warriors of my lord, Lord Godfrey.
Something that I want to talk about a little more too is the marking that she has on her eye. It's a lot more interesting than I realized now that I've gone a little further. I don't know what her marking means, but those markings are actually kind of important, especially the one that was on Rena, who we talked to yesterday. And again, I don't want to spoil exactly what it is, but it's just more like it is actually pretty important what that is. And it has a lot of meaning to it and meaning behind it. Not that, you know, it's, again, with From Software games, I think you could assume that these things are going to have a lot of meaning to them. But, oh, did I forget to look at the Sacred Tier and look at his lore last time? You know what, there is another church down there, and there's the mausoleum, by the way, that they were talking about, which was in the trailers. At the next episode, when I get to another church, I will go ahead and talk about that a little bit more. So I apologize for not clicking on the Sacred Tier and looking at this lore. Okay, yeah, there's another dungeon right over there, which this guy's going to point out. But I'm not going to do that this time. We will, however, at least activate it. So it shows us on our map exactly where it is. So, yeah, gives us a little clue that there's a dungeon that way. And really, this is the beginning game area, is the Weeping Peninsula. You can go to Stormveil right away, but this is absolutely where you should be going first if you're new to these games. Or even if, you know, if you struggle at all with these games. Alright, Minor Erdtree, and we were at an Erdtree avatar, who I tend to struggle with these guys. So, you know, you think after having fought enough of these things, which I have, that I would just be like a baller with them, but I'm not. I'm just honestly not. So, hey, at least I can admit it, right? The thing is, if he kills Torrent, he will probably destroy you in one hit once Torrent's dead. So, that's his thing, which is great. Also, sometimes his like swings go a lot further than I think they're gonna go. And sometimes he'll do a 2-hit combo, sometimes a 3-hit combo for that one right there. And a lot of times I come in thinking it's gonna be 2 hits, and it ends up being 3-hit. This is like some little magic shards that you just have to run away from. I'm sure you can face him without Torrent, but I think really the way to fight is with Torrent, so. Oh no, oh no, no, I was about to strike him again, and that was gonna be a terrible idea. Okay, come on. There's gotta be a point pretty close here where he's like gonna be staggered. I keep on honestly going for him more than I should because I think I'm about to stagger him, and then I don't. You can actually run in for 1 hit there and sneak an attack in. Oh god, so sometimes that's a good time to do it. But again, the environments are sometimes the true enemy of this game, as you just saw there. I was doing fine, the environment took me out. Oh, there it is, there it is. Okay, let's see if I can get it to him in time. Yes, nice. So yeah, the Erdtree avatars are the true guardians of the minor Erdtrees. You're going to find them at a lot of them. And we get more tiers for destroying them. So that's basically what is hidden at all these minor Erdtrees are these different types of tiers. So that you can add to your Wondrous Physic Flask. So this one steadily restores HP for a time in a mixed physic, which I like a lot. I've been using that a lot. The other one significantly negates damage in a mixed physic. So I think that's the bubble thing that goes over your head. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and switch my, I don't remember there being anything else over here. Even that area, there really isn't anything. So I'm going to go back over here. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more Weeping Peninsula for the next episode. Or if you'd honestly prefer Stormveil. But for the time being, my plan is going to be next time I'm going to go tackle Castle Morn. And then I might just like start doing a sweep of all these dungeons. Because I've pretty much taken out... I think all of the Limgrave dungeons for the lower Limgrave part. Obviously, Stormhill has a bunch up here I haven't done. But that's what I think I'm going to... My current plan is. But again, let me know if you guys want me to switch that up. So, let me mix this before I forget. There we go. And, alright. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Later, guys.
Hey!
Peace.